if all the projects work, that's a bad sign.
Why is it interesting for a government to get involved in things like this?
The challenge is enormous.
The world needs new medicines. The world needs especially new medicines in the area of infectious diseases, the neglected diseases. And the problem so far has been because of the lack of investment, the lack of getting people together, it's just not moving fast enough. What's interesting is that if you compare the drugs that were discovered 20 years ago with what's happening now, then you see that there are certain disease areas where we're no longer doing any research as a pharmaceutical industry, as Europe, if you like. One of them is in anti-infectious diseases, so not just diseases like malaria, but bacterial infections, things that will affect you and me eventually.
If we want to now and in the future achieve innovations for diseases where there are no solutions currently available, then we need that collaboration between the different parties. Academia, industry, patients, governments, we all need their collaboration and the synergy that is being derived from these sort of collaborations.
Why is it interesting for a government to get involved in things like this? Because we found out that if we have an idea about the societal needs for solutions for healthcare for the years to come, and we are able to articulate them, that it proves to be very helpful to have a model of partnering in which we can meet partners that offer solutions for these societal needs. Running these partnerships is a profession by itself, and you need professionals to do that. Preferably, they should be independent of the partners cooperating within the partnerships. And I think TI Pharma is an excellent example of how you can successfully operate these partnerships in a very professional way.
TI Pharma is all about partnerships. When you want to have a solution for a certain unmet medical need. And for example, you have SMEs with certain protein technology. You have academic groups with certain knowledge, expertise on, for example, a bacterium. You have large industry which have the capabilities for really the development of a new drug. And you have funders like charities, governments who want to invest in getting solutions for a certain unmet medical need. And that's what we do within TI Pharma. We bring these partners together and we offer them the governance to really collaborate with each other and contribute together to develop a certain solution.
If you are creating consortia with more academic partners and more industrial partners, things become complex. And in the current climate, where financial, let's say, deliberations are sometimes the motive of academic partners to participate in these projects, it's difficult to keep everybody aligned and focusing on the point at the horizon that is meant to be achieved at the end of the project. So that coordination is vital for the success of the project in the end.
Finally, it's a question of saying, well, when have we got something which can be handed over either to a company or can be made into a company, but when's the end game? So when do we know that we've arrived? Naturally, people don't want to make that decision. So TI Pharma is part of the process of helping the beginning, finding the right ideas, putting the projects together, the middle, keeping them going through the milestones, and at the end saying, when is enough enough?
We cannot let it happen that what has been achieved over the last years will not be continued.
It's of no use if you only have initiatives like this for 4 or 5 years, because clearly the problems that need to be solved need longer terms before you have the real solutions.
So these are big questions, right? This is not a question about, basic academic science.
It will be to the benefit of society and patients in particular, where at this moment new drugs are very badly needed.
A group like TI Pharma can actually bring the world together. Not just the Dutch world together, but the whole of the world to make something happen.